and welcome to episode 10 of This Knitty Life. My name is Rachel and I'm coming to you today from Leeds, West Yorkshire, and it is a very bright and beautiful day today. I am podcasting from my bedroom today, obviously, as I'm sure you're aware. The world is a little bit different from the last time I podcasted, which was about a week and 2.5 weeks ago. So today is the 8th of April 2020 and we have been on lockdown, pretty much lockdown nearly since my last podcast really. So I'm at home, my husband's at home and the children are both at home all of the time. So just to remind you, I have a 3-year-old, Theo, and he is 4 next week. So he has to spend his birthday in lockdown, which we're sad about. He doesn't really realise what's going on. And my daughter is 6.5. So yeah, she's not at school. So we're not necessarily doing the whole homeschooling thing. She's a clever little sausage. She knows what to do. We've got lots of fun apps on the iPads. We're getting some school packs, but she's not having any like face-to-face things with school or anything like that. So we're just doing a little bit here and there. We've not necessarily got a structure. We're in the very fortunate position that we are both at home and not working, whereas I realise a lot of people are having to do a full day's work as well as look after the kids, which is crazy. So yeah, that's just what's going on here really. We're still all in good health, obviously nipping out for food as and when we need it. My husband does still have a bit of an online business, so he's just got the post office a couple of times a week, but it's in a shop, so he's got to get milk and bread and stuff when he's there. So I really hope you guys are well. I appreciate this has taken an absolute mental toll on most of the country, myself included. Good days, bad days. And then you feel bad about having a good day when you think about what's happening to other people. We haven't actually had anyone directly affected by the virus as such, and I think it would make it a lot more real if we did. We're obviously missing our family. My family are in the northeast, which is where I'm from, and Rob's family are isolating the other side of Leeds, so we're trying to sort out their shopping and whatnot as well. So yeah, everything's changed quite a lot, but my kids are doing really well. They really like being at home. So yeah, so I hope you're okay. I have an epic giveaway for you later, which I have been sent and bought a bit and cobbled together just to send out to one lucky winner, anyone who might want a treat, basically, because these are crazy times is all I can say. Overwhelming, crazy times. So without further ado, I am going to jump into the podcast because that's enough chat about that. I've just washed my hands and they feel like they shrunk 3 sizes. Yeah. Anyway, my hair has got long. This is long for me and it's causing me problems. So I will try not to fiddle on because I know it can be annoying, but it's all flat and long and I've just straightened it. This is the effort I've gone to. I've got makeup on for the first time in a while. It's like I'm going somewhere. But anyway, I am wearing one of my finished objects. I can't really sit up because I'm on the bed. This is my love note. This is my 3rd love note and this is knit in Spectrum fibre. This is quite an old colourway. It's Carousel, it's called. And the mohair over the top was, I think it's called Ultraviolet. I can't remember if I showed you it on the last one. I knit it quite fast. I turned it around quite fast actually. But yes, this is how it looks. This is the extra small size. I don't think there's anything extra small about this. It has got a lot of ease, which I've mentioned in the pattern before. I must have mentioned it last time. Or maybe I showed you my beehive one because that's blocked. Maybe I should have got that too. Anyway, this is done. It didn't take very long at all. I used a full skein of the 4-ply and a full skein of the mohair, which were about, I've got some of hers here actually, about 400-ish yards. So it's Spectrum fibre, She's Bryony and she is based in Brighton. Yes, so I'm super pleased with this. I haven't told you where you can find me, have I? Out of practice. Social media wise, I am Rewarding Memories on Instagram, and that is where I generally post most of my stuff. And then I do have an Instagram for this podcast, so it's This Knitty Life, and I guess I'll steal things from one bit and do it to the other. I try not to duplicate posts at the same time because I appreciate some people do follow me on each. Ooh. So yeah, generally this my Rewarding Memories is just kind of everyday kind of knitting, a bit more I don't want to say relaxed because the other one's not relaxed, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Yeah, so and on Ravelry, if you want to follow me there, my name is Reward. So yeah, that's where you can find me. Yeah, like I said, I'm hiding in my bedroom, so I'm feeling a little bit out of whack. So I'm going to try not to waffle on because I've got quite a lot to show you. First being my finished object. So yeah, I'm super pleased with this, super proud of it. I've just got a plain, basic t-shirt on. I got this t-shirt actually. I remember where I get everything. I got it at Edinburgh Yarn Fest last year because it was crazy hot, and I tried to pack light and I hadn't brought enough clothes and it was really, really hot. I'm just going to have a little sip of my pop. So it's just from Asda, but it goes really well with the love notes because obviously you can see through them. So I may as well do another finished object. How about another one, right? Love this one. Right, go on, give me the name, Rachel. Stagecoach. This is the Stagecoach sweater by Caitlin Hunter. I did not do the colour work at the bottom, just so it's a bit more wearable if I've got a bit of a busier dress on. So I entirely love this. Her sample was very earthy. I'm not the earthiest kind of gal. So obviously I threw a bit of neon in there. So the body of this is in Hades, which is my good friend Jen from Castleview Yarns. This is a DK garment. Washing it out a little bit, it's very rich. Yeah, so I used less than 2 actually on the navy because you don't put it in the yoke at all. And this orange is Killer Flamingo by Rainbow Heirloom. The pinky one with the pops in is Spectrum Fibre Origami. This green one is Skein Queen. I can't remember what it's called. It's just over there because all my yarn stash is upstairs. The yellow is a mystery from my friend Gemma who sent me it. And yeah, I'm really pleased with this. It's got like 3/4 length sleeves. It's cropped, but I'd say not excessively. Like it doesn't have to just be worn with a jumper, with a dress, you know, like when they're so cropped they have to be with a dress. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with this. I can't wait to make another one. I have plans in the works. I really want one with like this kind of colour body, like a coral body. So that is hopefully on the way. And just while we're on, we are not judging me for the amount I've been buying lately because I am supporting independent businesses. And we don't judge here. Buy whatever you want so long as you can still afford to eat. Yes, so this is Stagecoach sweater and it's by Caitlin Hunter. I did post some finished object pictures in my garden, funnily enough, last week on Rewarding Memories. I'm not sure if I'll then switch them over to my podcasty one or not. But yeah, so they're my 2 finished objects. I'm finding it really strange being on the bed. So what next? I'm going to go into whips now. I don't know about you. Let's see, my legs are in the way. Oh dear me, my little sign's falling. So profesh. I don't know about you, but when we first got locked down, which was the 23rd of March, I remember this because that is when I had my 20-week scan with Martha. So she was 6.5, no, she was 6.5 on the 23rd, so that's why the date sticks in my head. I'm bouncing, Anna. Keep still, Rachel. This is going terribly wrong. I'm too far in to stop now, sorry. yeah, anyway, I lost my mojo for quite a while. Just quite, I don't say spaced out, but just there's a lot going on. And then obviously it's like, what's going to happen with work? Because obviously we were still in work, expected to be in work, and then obviously things change quite quickly. So the upshot of that is I cast on all the things. Yeah, all of the things, because life's too short and why not? So I am going to run through some of the things I cast on. So I am going to kick off with this one. This is for my girl, for my Martha. It is in this beautiful bag, which is a Bird Street UK little badge on it. It says, life is short, knit fast. Life is short. Dear me. Yeah, and it's by Bird Street UK. This is before they did the yarn too. Love this bag. Super cute and polka dotty. So, I am, shocker, making a love note. So this is for my girl. Look at that. So I'm actually doing the 4 to 6 years, even though she's 6.5, because she is a petite little thing. And it has got ease built into it. So she wanted pink. I actually showed her some yarny options. So I let her pick from my stash for the base. So this is the base colour. This is Berenvola. I don't think she dyes anymore, but Carly Falula, 11 minutes, gave me this one, and she had Martha in mind when she gave it to me. So this is the base. So it's got like purpley pops and some orange pops in it. And then I showed her some options for the mohair, actually, because she really liked my my long sleeved Jade Palace one. So where is it? I've got so much to show you, it's unreal. So this is the current mohair that I've got on with it. This is it Siobhan's Crafts? So she actually did 20 grams of mohair. So that's really good. So I think these are about £6, £6.50 for 20 grams. And bearing in mind, I've got 2 of them, different colours. Bearing in mind the adult one takes 50, I knew I'd be fine with 2 minis. So this, I can't remember the names of them. I'm trying to get better about throwing my labels out because I've just got so many. So this is mainly pink with a bit of rainbow in. And you can see I've actually split for the sleeves. I zoomed through the lace in one evening, which I don't always do. Sometimes I just stay on my phone endlessly, which I'm sure everyone else does too. And this one is a bit more rainbowy. So I'm planning on fading it down, although I do love how this is working up. So yeah, I am planning on fading it into this one, which is another one she picked. So I just ordered those 2 minis from her and they came really quickly. So acquisitions as well. Yeah, so that's how I'm doing with that. So I've just done the body now. We've had some really sunny days actually lately, so I've not actually been knitting on that much because I keep on falling down rabbit holes, frankly. Yeah, so that's a love note, and that's Tin Can Knits. So they do newborn to like XXL or something along those lines. I don't know where to put all of these. My bed's literally covered. Gorgeous. Right, what else have I got on my list? This one. This one is a Roo Bag, which I've shown before. It's a sparkly bottom, which does sparkle wherever it goes, shall we say. And I am knitting. Please don't lose my place. This is the, I'm trying to get the front page for you, Zelda Crop. So Zelda, like Zelda, and it is by Handmade Closet. So I'm still deciding whether I'm going to add colour work on the bottom or not. I'm about here. I've just finished these bits here. So I'm about here. I'll show you what I'm doing this in. I've got the chart, looks like Pokemon to me. I've got a post-it on it at the minute where I am, so I'm trying not to let it fall off. So in my Roo Bag, so many stitches have fallen off, and it's 3 colour work. Let me just fix this. I'll sing you a little a little panic song. Yikes. Well, this was unexpected. Oh Lord, hang on. Sorry. Oh, I've dropped one. Right, this does actually need to go on a bigger needle, and I did plan to. But look at this beautiful thing. That was unnecessary tunage. You will see I am on a neon kick. I'm always on a neon kick. I feel like I'm really close to the screen. Okay. This is what I'm using for the top bit. I'm on a Spectrum kick as well, so you'll have to forgive me. This is Spectrum Fibre again. Can't remember the name of it. Got it in a D-stash. And the blacky grey bits of purpley I'm using is King Fibres, which I've had for a while. And I'm doing the main body in this beautiful one, which is called, because I did actually order another one, Indian Summer. So this is how it looks in the skein. I've had this one for ages, and then I ordered another one of these, so it's another little acquisition. Yeah, so the body's going to be in pink. All of these have fallen off, and now I'm just getting a little bit. There we go. So I'll show you it again. So it has got a little bit of 3 colours in. I don't like doing 3 colours because I'm a thrower. I don't know how to make it not blurry, but yeah, so I'm making good progress on that, but it is time intensive, I guess. Yeah, I can't do it when the kids are up, and obviously the kids are always up and they're always here, which is sometimes fine and sometimes incredibly difficult, I have to say. They are playing very nicely together, actually. They don't fight too much, every now and again throughout the day, obviously, but yeah. So that is my Zelda Crop by Hand made closet. Okay, what else shall we do? Okay, just a little one in my little grey girl bag. This is the little pyramid bags that I like. What have I got in here? Apart from some noisy stitch markers, I have got a fab Funky Fibres sock. Look at this. This is the Fairy Lights colourware, which was kind of Christmassy. I've literally just started the Fish Lips Kiss heel, which is why it's kind of all in the middle. But yeah, this is how it's looking. It's a bit gorgeous. So this is just the first one. So I just need to turn the heel and be able to do the foot. So I've done a cuff down, which I vary how I do it. I think when I do toe up, I always have problems with the cast off. The cast off never kind of goes quite right. So yeah, I just did a little bit of that in the garden today. Actually, I've not touched it massively. I'm feeling like this is going a little bit casually. I hope that's okay. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but it's just, yeah, I'm sure you get it. Okay, another one which I've started and I've barely done any on. This is an acquisition from the little grey girl. Actually, the little grey girl. This is the pyramid bag. This is the medium-sized one. Beautiful puffins. I do like this duck egg colour. I've barely done anything on this. This is Cozy Classic Raglan by the Jessie May, is it? So oh, there's a stitch marker gone. I've just got as far as the rib. So I've literally just done the rib here. This is a 4-ply and a mohair held together. I am using this beauty from Nora George. I got this at the first Nottingham Yarn Festival, so this is a couple of years old now. This is Mrs. Fig from Wisteria Lane, and I'm just using some drops for this. It's kind of held together with an empty toilet roll because it's very folio party, and I caked it up because it tends to get in a tangle. But yeah, so that's knitting up really nice. So I think the reason I've stalled on this is because the next bit is the increases, which is fine normally. And but they're leaning increases, so they're like left leaning and right leaning with short rows, which short rows aren't, it's German short rows, they aren't a problem. But I just needed the time to sit and do it. And I was so excited about it. And then another project came up, I got excited about it. And then another project came up that I got excited about. And I just kind of need a bit of, I'm trying not to yawn, I apologise. Oh, dear me. Sorry. Breathe. Yes, so I just need a minute to be able to sit with a YouTube video and try and do it. And I did try and do that. And the kids just wouldn't stop shouting. And they were just jumping around, being so loud and so loud. And yeah, I shouted at them. And they don't like it when I shout at them. And then they started whispering, saying, "Quiet, Mummy's watching her video on her phone. You need to be quiet." And I felt so guilty. So I've not actually picked that up for a little bit. So I did that. Look how pretty it is as well. Like in theory, you know, the kids playing in the garden in the sun with Rob. I could sit and do it, but I'm podcasting. I'm just going to have a 1 second little drink. See, seriously. I've just been having it up or in a bobble. So yes, this is Drops. And this is Norwich George, and it's sparkly. So yeah, I would really like to have a little look at that. But yeah, we're shaking again. The Zelda crop has obviously caught my attention, and something else has caught my attention too. I'll show you. So in my, how beautiful is this? This is Down Sheepy Lane. It's not got a tag in it, but it's Down Sheepy Lane. I got this at Woolmonty, which is still posting as if it's going to be on, which is at the end of June, show-wise, but I can't see how it can possibly go ahead. So I am doing, along with the rest of the world, West Knits Painting Brick Shawl. Now look how big that is. It's gigantic, like utterly gigantic. Totally huge. Do you want to see what I'm doing? So I ummed and ahed for like a whole day. That shakes the camera, sorry. About whether I should just buy a mini kit, a mini set. There's so many that have loads. I think it's no more than 20 grams per colour. I can't remember how many you need though. But it's massive, this shawl actually. Let's see what it says, shall I? So I think you need 2 skeins of the main colour. Yeah, so for the main colour for the 4-ply one, you need 658 metres for the main colour. And for the contrast colours, you need 549. So you need just lots of bits and bobs. So after much ado and much late night staying up on Etsy, how many nights have I done that recently? I asked on my Instagram on Rewarding Memories, and everyone said to just do my minis of my own, what's in my stash. So this is how it is looking so far. And I went and sat my little self in the garden yesterday. Rob was seeing to the kiddie winkles and got it started. I did, it's a little bit skew-iffy to start off with. But I have had loads of fun picking all of the minis for this. So, just like the white here is Kate Celine. I've had that mini for ages. The pink is what I've got in my Zelda crop. This bluey colour is Le Bien-Aimé. And this is just a little bit of leftovers from when I went to Pomfest in whatever year that was. 4 years now? 3? And this is Peanut Butter and Jelly, also by Le Bien-Aimé. I love this one. I have a Sunset Highway in this and it is delicious. And literally that was my last scrap. Yeah, so I'm just knitting along really. I've just got some grey. This is, yarn. Is it called Yarn Love? I can't remember what it is, but it was quite, it was like a super duper cheap one. But I've got just a couple of minis waiting to go. I asked Rob to cake this one up from yesterday. This is a Kate Celine. This is, I don't know what colour it is, because when I did my advent calendar with Carly, not this Christmas gone, the previous Christmas, I'm very aware of my position in here. It was in there and I've loved it, and I've never known what to do with minis. But I asked Rob to start winding this up for me yesterday. It took ages, and then got in a giant tangle and he gave it to me. So this is like loads of work. I've got a little bit of, this is a lovely one, King Fibres. This is what I did my bendy arrow in. Gorgeous. And then this is some of the leftovers of the Garn Stories that I did my Mon Manet in. I got this from Edinburgh Yarn Fest a couple of years ago. So I think I want to do an orangey next. So I'm just kind of taking it easy. It needs to go on a new cable because it is small. But look, it looks like a little rainbow. Yeah, but I only started that yesterday morning, and I guess I worked on it a little bit in the day. I didn't do very much at night because I got stuck on my phone, and by stuck I just mean, you know, when you go around in a cycle of Instagram, WhatsApp groups, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp groups, onto Etsy, round and round and round we go. And some nights are just like that. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on as well. So I have been a busy bee. We're already at half an hour. This isn't good. So I don't know whether, I need to put everything back. I don't know whether I should just do my normal chattery bit now and then do my yarny acquisitions, because I won't lie, there's a lot. And I want to talk about Yorkshire Yarn Fest as well. So I don't know whether to tag this on the back of this or do a separate kind of show and tell from Yorkshire Yarn Fest. And I've got the giveaway. Thoughts? I guess your thoughts are going to be too late by the time I do it, aren't they? So, right, anyway, what I'll go into now is I'll go into a little bit of chatter. There's that first stitch marker. I'm never going to be able to know what to do with that now, am I? Anyway, so lockdown life. I have been, sorry, keep still, Rachel. Hosting a couple of Zoom chats. So I hadn't heard of Zoom at all. So it's like a video sharing thing. So you might have seen little pictures of like loads of different things. Teachers are using them a lot for the classes. But I just asked some of my friends, just messaged them saying, anyone free at this time? You get a login and a password. And we got to hang out. So the other night we had one. I've had two actually. Well, I've done two and I've been to three in the last week. So I need to arrange some for this week actually. So the first one, I know Beehive Beth was there and Petra from Black Elephant. Gwen was there from my knit group. Carly was there. Jane was there. I can't remember now, I'm on this. But anyway, yeah, that was the first one, just kind of a little bit of toe in the water, see how it goes. And then I did another one a few days later, and the Knit 3 Together girls joined me, the podcast. Knit 3 Together, funnily enough. So they're triplets. So that was fun, because obviously not only do they all look alike, but they all sound alike. And then as you're talking, it highlights who's talking, but they all sound the same. So you had to look up. So that was funny. And had Carly was in that one. Amy was there. Laura from Knit Night. Jane was there again. Lots of people just popping in and popping out. Yeah, so that's kind of been really fun. Everyone around the country. And then on Saturday, my friend Gwen hosts a knit group at the Bowery in Leeds. And she arranged one, so I popped in on that one. So that was really nice, because I don't always get to go to that knit group. And obviously all things are cancelled now, all of them. So yeah, so that was really nice. I'm just trying to fill some time while I try and figure out what to do about all of this stash, basically, because there was virtual Yorkshire Yarn Fest a couple of weeks ago now, right? Yeah, so I don't know what to do. What should I do? What should I do? It's already half an hour. People have got loads of time. I'll just do it now. I might just titivate the camera a little bit. So I'm sorry. I'm just going to shove you a bit further back. Right. So at this point, I'm going to go in with Yorkshire Yarn Fest. So it was due to take place as a show in York on the 21st of March. Obviously, it had to be cancelled due to the world. But the week before it was cancelled, Sophie of Botanical Yarns decided to move it online. So somehow she managed to make it. So you had to go onto Yorkshire Yarn Fest Instagram, and everyone had a 15-minute live slot who was vending. Most people, I don't think everyone did it, wanted to do it, or was in good enough health to do it. So everyone had 15 minutes from 9 o'clock until something like 6:30 at night. So I placed myself in bed for the day, because I was like, well, technically I wasn't supposed to be here, so you've got the children. And that was the first day Rob's work closed, actually, and they were one of the first companies to close. So he was home with the kids. So I just stayed in bed. So I had my iPad, I had my laptop, and I had my phone. So I was watching the lives on my phone. I was chatting to Carly on FaceTime on the iPad, and I was searching the websites of the makers on my laptop. So it needed a bit of organisation, if I'm honest, to kind of dip in and dip out, because obviously most people's shop updates went live at 9 a.m. So I guess by the time they got round to actually doing their little bit, some things had sold out. I think particularly Corner of Craft, because her stitch markers go like this, like this. So she was showing them, and loads of them had sold out because they're always super popular. Yeah, so that was really fun. And it was a real sense of community, actually. It was really nice. People were really nervous about the live thing, which I totally get. Some people, like I was chatting to Beth, Beehive Beth, and she was like, just totally out of people's comfort zones. There's one thing like doing it at a show and standing there with all your stuff, but I think there's just another thing doing it live, and everyone did really well. So I tried to kind of do my best to get in on them, and when people asked what the website was, I tried as well just to write the website, and if they had podcasts or this, that and the other, if they had questions, I just tried to bully them along, really, and help. So yeah, I went a bit nuts, if I'm perfectly honest. It was the day after payday, and I was feeling a little flush. So do you want to see what I've got, right? So one of the people I was really excited about seeing at the show, which is no surprise, is Spectrum Fibre. So I've never seen Bryony's yarn in real life, because she's not done any shows until this year, when she had them all booked in. So she did Unravel a few weeks ago, well, several weeks ago now, and then she was due to do York, but obviously sadly she couldn't. So yeah, I knew I'd probably hit her update quite hard. Didn't get as much as I thought, actually, but I'll show you what I got. So as I've shown you before, this is Indian Summer. Don't know how to make it not blurry. Anyway, this is obviously a neon pink with neon orange and a bit of blue and a bit of cerise pink. So this is delicious. I actually got this on DK as well, which I had in mind to go into another one of these. Yeah, so I got it on DK. So I have caked it up, having a bit of a caking party. A beautiful ball winder, which I talk about all the time. It's so bloody loud though. Yeah, so that's gorgeous. So they're both the same. I need a drink, I'm sorry, and a bit of a cough. I've not talked this much for a long time. Right, and I have not brought the cards up. This one is another yarn that I can't remember the name of. I copied this from someone on Instagram because I got the mohair. This isn't matching mohair. This is Bryony's nails. She likes the old gel polish like me. And a friend of mine called Rachie something on Instagram. I say a friend, a new friend. She held these together for a love note and it is gorgeous. So I want to copy. I now have 4 love notes. But look at this. I love it. It's like, I put something on my Instagram the other day about this yarn. And it's just like, it's got oranges, it's got pinkies, it's got like a blush colour, it's got some purples in, and then some speckles, bit of yellow. And this is Bryony's nails. And this is her mohair, mohair base. So there's 420 metres on this. So that's loads, isn't it? Yeah, and I think I've shown you this one. This is, no, it's not that one. This I got from Unravel. My friend got it for me and yarn milled it to me. It's just come apart a little bit. Yeah. So this is all my Bryony yarn. And I just had a shipping notice for my club. Oh, just hit the tripod. For my club shipment. So I signed up for the club. I've never had the club before. I signed up for the club in March, I guess. So it's just coming now, which is the April one. So I've had a shipping notice, so that should be here soon. So that is jolly exciting. So that was one of my first purchases. I also, look at this. This is dreamy. This is Fine Fish Yarns. And this is completely amazing. This is called Crystal Castles. It is lush. These speckles, I don't know what it wants to be, but I bloody love it. It's so nice. I've got lots of Terry's yarn and she's an absolute doll. She was hilarious on Yorkshire Yarn Fest. She is over in Ireland and I think they had, I don't think they locked down, but she pulled her youngest out of nursery. I think her kids are similar age to mine, maybe a little bit younger actually. She pulled them out of nursery a little bit earlier, so she didn't have a lot of time to prep. So when she went live, none of her yarn was on the website. Which is Terry all over. She's like, it's all on the table. Tell me what you like. But she did a great job. Having 2 little kids at home and having to prep for a show, which essentially is what it was, is unbelievable. Yeah, so I just got one from her and it is gorgeous. So in the middle of the Yorkshire Yarn Fest, whilst I was in bed, I had a delivery. So this came, oh, this is Fred and, no, lying, Needle and Fred. Needle and Fred. And this is their gorgeous colourway. It is called You Can Sit With Us, and this was for this Operation Social Justice. I can't quite remember what charity it was for, but I think it was maybe a trans charity. So loads of dyers dyed colourways up to support different charities, and I love this self-striping one, and I haven't got any of her yarn yet. And I've seen her at a couple of shows and I just totally love this. I got this out of the festival, as in I didn't buy it at the time, I got it the week before, but it came during it and she was one of the vendors. So yeah, so this is gorgeous. So once I've got those socks a bit further on, I'm going to get going with this. Yep. So I also got this bag, which I mentioned, from the little grey girl. It's Gemma. She's in London. Gorgeous bags. Love the handles, as ever. Such cute fabrics. But there was so many people to follow and to support. Some people were on Etsy, some people had their own sites. Jen was doing it, my friend Castleview Yarns Jen. I showed on the last podcast the things I got from, I can hear the kids shouting, Yorkshire, not my problem, Yorkshire Yarn Fest on the last one, which was the Fear of the Dark colourway. I'm knocking it again, sorry. She had a really good show, so that's great. I think a lot of people had really good sales, I guess. and everyone from around the world. So obviously not everyone could get to the show, but everyone could get online. So I know she said she had people ordering from like around the world. So that's amazing. So that's obviously got to boost your income, which is why I'm showing you all this. As in, these dyers, this is, for a lot of people, this is their business. So to support them whilst we're in these difficult times, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Right, I'm waffling a bit, I'm getting a bit kerfuffled, so I've got quite a lot to show you, but I'm just going to show you my last one and then do a giveaway, okay? So this is Snuggly Stars yarn. This is Gemma. Was it Gem or Gemma? One of the two. This is gorgeous. This is called Under the Sea. This is her mohair. This is how it looks in the skein. And I've caked it up. I've got some gorgeous singles from Terry from Fine Fish that I think I'm going to use this with for something or other. I'm not quite sure what yet, but I got this and I totally loved it. And she did a great job as well on the show. I see her around on lots of shows, but she's just started doing loads more hair. And obviously I'm on a bit of a mohair kick at the minute. And it's totally gorgeous. So that's Snuggly Stars yarns. She's down south somewhere too. I do have lots of other things to show you actually, because I have been a bit spendy, but I think I'm going to stop there just because the time's getting on. I've been gone a while setting up and stuff with the kids, and the sun is very shiny. So I do have some more acquisitions. Oh, I've got one more actually to show you that I got from the show. So this is Lena Boo. These are gorgeous stitch markers. Look at this lightning one. There's a lightning, there's a cloud there, and a sun and an umbrella. So she also was a vendor there. And speaking of the vendors, Sophie of Botanical Yarns is the host of this. So she's actually, I don't know if she's doing one every month, but there is another one at, I know it's after payday, at the end of April. Maybe the 29th rings a bell. Yeah, so she's going to do another one. So she's hoping, I think she said it won't be all day this time, but maybe less vendors, but maybe a few more designers as well to showcase some patterns and stuff like that. But yeah, lots of people actually had sales running that weekend and postage even when they weren't involved, because I imagine as a dyer, if you weren't involved in a show and you can see so many people, this is just my opinion, getting sales, and you'd be like, well, I want some, I need some sales. So lots of people actually had discount codes or free postage and stuff like that, who even weren't involved in it. And who doesn't love free postage, frankly? Jen had free postage on, Terry had free postage on, lots of people did. I think Snuggly Stars did. Yeah, so I do have some other beauties to show you that I got, but I'll do that next time, I think. That's them, because it's just getting a little bit long now. So I'm going to roll over into a giveaway. So I ordered something from fabulous people at Fab Funky Fibres. Seriously, the nicest people, Alex and Elaine. So I only ordered a 50-gram skein of yarn, which I'll show you next time. And they sent me loads of stuff because they're the best people on the planet. And they also sent me this amazing giveaway. So this yarn is called Walking on Rainbows. And basically it's a rainbow. So you start, say, at the cuff and go all the way down to the toe. And then you carry on the next foot in a different colour. So half of it's one and half of it's the other. And then you get a little mini for the heels and cuffs. So these are both 240 grams. It says 2 times 40 grams. So these must be 40 grams each. And then this is a mini as well. So this is self-striping. It is 75% merino, 25% nylon, fingering superwash. They are based in the northeast, like me. They are in the Middlesbrough way, up there, but they're fabulous. They have said they are going to be doing an update soon, I think they just do it as and when. They normally, they're like feast or famine. You don't hear from them for ages, and then you're like, boom, he's 50 million new things, and I've got so much of their yarn, and I'm still like really excited about their update. So they sent me this to give away, which is super, super kind. So because this is rainbowy themed, and because I just received some of these, I ordered some more of these. So I have some, and I bought some for the giveaway. So I ordered some of these. I love this lightning one for the giveaway as well, because I thought it's weathery themed, rainbows, and then yeah, a bit of lightning, a bit of rain, because Lord, are we all over the place lately. Yeah, so I got those. Excuse me. For a giveaway. And then I thought, oh, what else can I do? And I can remember a while ago, someone encouraging me to start the podcast, actually. And we actually had a little bit of a chat about names and stuff. And she said ages ago, if you need a prize, let me know. And so I went back to the message and I found it, and I was like, I just wondered, I don't suppose you have any bags that we could offer with this giveaway for the sock yarn and the stitch markers. And I said the kind of theme I was working towards. I said, I'm looking at a bit of a weather type theme, a bit of rainbows just to cheer everyone up, something like that. And she didn't have anything in stock, but she made something. So this is from Roo. Roo Sews it is. So I get loads of my bags from her, and look what she's made me. Well, us. Look at this bag. So it's quite big. It's bigger than socks. You can get a couple of skeins in this, definitely. So this is my amazing giveaway. So I've got this gorgeous bag, this amazing yarn, and these gorgeous stitch markers. Now, who would not want to win that? It's got a zip, and look, it's got toucans in it. I'm really proud that I've managed to get this together, even though they were kind of sent randomly. But everyone's having such hard times at the minute, whether it be health-wise or family-wise, or just stuck at home with their kids and going a little bit crazy, or you're stuck at home with the kids and your partner is a key worker, or you're both having to work from home while you're looking after your kids, or you're going crazy because you're missing your family, or you live alone and you have to isolate alone, and that is also very hard. Just all of the things. There's so many different scenarios, and just because I'm at home with my husband and my kids, I feel very fortunate to be in that position, and I know that people are in much worse positions all over the world, man. All over the world. This is affecting everyone, so we're all in this together. So I am going to open this up to everyone, so as in everyone in the world. So I'm just hoping that if it is an international winner, it isn't £1 million to post. And obviously that is also providing post channels are open and stuff. So it would be really nice. I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. If you could subscribe to the channel, please. We did really well last time with subscribers. So I think I'm at like 276-ish, but it's been like that for a while now. So if you would like to subscribe and you would like to comment below, if you would like to win this amazing prize, an absolute giant thanks to Fab Funky Fibres and Roo for these amazing things. I purchased these, but they are very beautiful. She's got gorgeous bags and totes and tins. And in her defence, I didn't tell her I was getting them for a giveaway. And she's like, why didn't you say it? And I'd have put extras in. So my bad. I felt cheeky. So if you would like to comment below, what should we have you comment with? I don't know, really. I don't know whether to go with say something positive that's happened to you right now, because sometimes there isn't anything so positive. I don't know, just say something maybe you're enjoying, or anything really. What's the best song you like dancing around your kitchen to? Because my kids love doing that. Or like a really fun game that you've been playing, or just anything, just something to make me smile would be nice. So yeah, I'm really proud of this giveaway. So I have actually mentioned it on Instagram already, and I said when I got around to podcasting it will be available. So if you'd like to comment below, another thing, if you can make sure you leave contact information. So if I know that my YouTube name, that's not this one, has nothing to do with my Instagrams. So make sure you leave your Instagram name or your Ravelry name so I can actually get hold of you. Because if you win, it's really hard to get hold of people if you can't get hold of them, funnily enough. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. So if you'd like to comment below, subscribe. I love reading all the comments. Let me know if the podcast was okay. Again, giant thanks for the virtual yarn fest, for Sophie for that. I really hope people aren't thinking I'm doing that in a showy off way. I am in a position work-wise to still be buying stuff. So while I can, I am supporting independent dyers and makers and shops. I ordered some, it's my boy's birthday in a few days. So one of my local card shops is now doing online deliveries. So they don't have a website or anything, but they just posted some pictures. So I ordered his cards from there. I am certainly using Amazon as well because I've still got to buy him presents. But like I got some snag tights for me and Martha. I used it independent and I got some running lanes because I dipped my toe into that. But just I'm trying where I can, and I really don't want it to look like I'm bragging or showing off, which sometimes happens. But I did warn you where the acquisitions were, and that is where the giveaway is, and I need some product on my hair because it's driving me crazy. I can hear the kids playing outside on the front now. So I'm going to go and see what they're up to. So I am wishing you lots of love to everyone around the world. Hold your loved ones dear, near, if you can. Just kind of, we're all in this together is what I want to say, really. We're all in this together and we're all finding it hard in our own different ways. And this is an epidemic, a pandemic. We will feel trauma for this. If all you can do in the day is make it through the day, get yourself fed, even not get yourself dressed, because some days I've not done that. Just be kind to yourself is the upshot of this, because this is horrific what we are going through now. Once in a lifetime, hopefully. So just be kind to yourself, to anyone else. Try and cheer anyone up when you can. I have actually sent loads of little parcels out into the world. I asked on Instagram a couple of weeks ago now if anyone would like a little pick-me-up, and quite a lot of people jumped on that. So I've sent about 5 parcels out into the world, just loads of minis I had, which I now need for my shawl. And I've got a couple more to go. There's a couple of people that I said I'd send stuff to and I haven't got round to it yet. So I haven't forgot. You are still on my list. I don't have a list. I just know that I've still got more left and I can send some out. So I'm going to try and be doing that as and when I can. So this is racking on to nearly an hour. So I apologise profusely. It is long. I'm hoping you've got some time to catch up. Again, I'm rewarding memories on Instagram and This Knitty Life. I am reward on Ravelry. I'm Rachel. I live in Leeds. I really hope you've enjoyed this podcast. I'm going to try and do another one with my other acquisitions and whatever I happen to be knitting on, if I can be bothered, if the kids will allow. And who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, really. Who knows? It's literally changing day by day. And that's just crazy. So yeah, so I think I'm going to go and finish my kind of pop and have a bit of chocolate, maybe a cream egg in the garden, because it's Easter this weekend. I hope you have a lovely Easter. My kids are very excited about Easter egg hunting in the garden. It's Theo's birthday, Easter Monday. So let's hope for nice weather. Bless his little heart. He really wanted to party this year, really. But yeah, I hope everyone's okay. I'm waffling now. So on that note, I'm going to go. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, as the cool kids say. And feel free to enter this amazing giveaway. Tell your friends. Tag them on Instagram. But yeah, comment below to enter the giveaway. And don't forget to leave your contact information or I won't be able to get it to you. And please don't let the winner be a million miles away. Okay? Okay, take care.